Well, Israel Adesanya is banking on his wealth of experience to gather the upper hand in the highly anticipated UFC welterweight title fight with Dricus Du Plessis at UFC 305 in Perth, Australia this weekend. The two-time UFC middleweight champion, who has seen both triumph and adversity in the octagon, believes it's time in the trenches, both in winning and regaining the belt, to give him the edge in the main event. According to him, his experience is the key. A lot has happened in the last few months. I'm about to go through some personal challenges, and during that time, I've done a lot of soul searching. I ask myself no question: what do I want from this game? What do I want my legacy to be? Adesanya having a scoreline of 24-3 in mixed martial art. That's 24 wins and 3 losses. In UFC, he has 13-3. That's 13 wins and 3 losses at the UFC. Well, Adesanya is set to challenge the newly crowned middleweight champion Dricus Du Plessis, who has a record of 21-2 mixed martial art. That's 21 wins and 2 losses. I'm talking about UFC 7-0. He has 7 wins and no loss at the UFC. Talking about Ultimate Fight Championship. It's going to be a fight that has become more than just about the title, according to Israel Adesanya himself. Well, the rivalry has taken personal turn, with tensions running high, particularly due to racially charged comments made by Dricus Du Plessis, who claimed to be the only true African champion, as they still reside and train in South Africa, unlike Adesanya, who was born in Nigeria but moved to New Zealand. Adesanya, however, is keeping his focus sharp despite the emotions surrounding the bout, saying, "I'm different now. I'm putting everything into this fight. I'm not far ahead. I'm focused on this fight and this time out." A win on Saturday would make Adesanya only the second fighter in UFC history to hold a title in the same division on 3 separate occasions, joining Randy Couture in that exclusive club. The Nigerian-born fighter's confidence is evident as he looks to make history, claiming to be in peak physical condition. Adesanya's return to the octagon in Perth follows his shocking title loss to Sean Strickland in September 2023, a defeat that is regarded as one of the biggest upsets in UFC history. We're still talking about other sports. Alright, Nigerian sprinters favor Ofili and Samuel Ogazi, as well as shot put thrower Chukwu Ebuka and Ekwechi among the highest gainers in the latest World Athletics rankings released by the body after the Paris 2024 Olympics. Ofili will finish 6th in the women's 200 meter, which was won by the USA's Gabby Formos, moved up from 31st to 8th place in the 200 meter rankings. She takes the lead in the event in Africa and is currently ranked 138 in the all events, talking about women's ranking. Despite not featuring in Paris, Jamaica's Sherika Jackson retained a top spot in the event and is followed by new Olympic champion Thomas. In the men's 400 meter, Ogazi, who also reached the final in Paris, is now 3rd in Africa and 12th in the world, taking a huge leap from 23rd last month. The 18-year-old had a good run at the Olympics, becoming the first Nigerian to reach the men's 400 meter final in 36 years after Innocent Egbunike at the 1988 Games in Seoul. Also, 19-year-old Koinsola Ajayi also reached the semi-finals of the men's 100 meter. Now he moved to two places. He moved 2 places up in the event rankings from 25th to 23rd, as he is the number 7th in Africa. His compatriot Orisha Ishekiri and Favor Ashe are ranked 36th and 42nd respectively. In the men's shot put, 2-time Africa champion Ekwechi is now 7th in the world after reaching a final at the Olympics. He moved up a place at the table. Long jumper Ruth Osoro also moved from 26th to 22nd in the women's long jump after reaching the final in Paris, just as Priscilla Ochonogo, who moved from 30th to 25th. In the overall rankings, pole vaulter and multiple world record breaker Mondo Duplantis is the highest ranked male athlete, followed by Norway's utility runner Jakob Ingebrigtsen. While new Olympic 100-meter champion Noah Lyles is third. Kenya are dominant in the women's category with 5,000 meter and 10,000 meter. As we have 5,000 meter and 10,000 meters runner, talking about Beatrice Chebet and world record holder Faith Keppeagon in first and second respectively, while the Netherlands sprinter Femke Bol is third. Alright, quickly let's talk about the D Tigers. Talking about the male team of the D Tigers. For Nigeria senior men's basketball team, the Tigers they've dropped 4 places in the last FIBA ranking released today. The news agency of Nigeria announced the report that the Tigers slumped from 39th to 42nd position in the world ranking. The former African champions tallied 299.7 points during the month, under review to occupy 6th position on the continent. South Sudan upped from 34th to 23rd in the FIBA World Ranking to become the top-ranked African team, overtaking Cote d'Ivoire. Angola, Tunisia, and Egypt complete the top 5 teams in Africa. Olympic champion US protected their lead at the top, while Serbia jumped up 2 spots to get to the second spot with a total of 758.9 points, overtaking Germany. Meanwhile, basketball enthusiasts have called for all the action for the team to get back to reckoning and get back to position in the world ranking. Femi Olatubosun fan said the D Tigers are completely falling out of contention and were not the competitive team that we knew them to be a few years back. All right. Mexican boxer star Saul Canelo Alvarez has backed Anthony Joshua to emerge victorious if the long-awaited showdown between the British Nigerian and Tyson Fury ever materializes, despite both British heavyweights losing their titles to Alexander Usyk. The prospect of an all-British clash between Joshua and Fury remains one of the most talked about bouts in the boxing world. Fans have long clamored for the fight, which many believe will settle the debate on who truly is the best heavyweight of their generation. In a recent interview with DAZN Boxing, Alvarez asked who he thinks will win if the two former champions finally squared off. Without hesitation, Canelo threw his way behind the perceived underdog. Joshua, the undisputed super middleweight champion, responded. The matchup has drawn comparisons to previous high-profile boxing duels that took years to come together, such as the infamous Floyd Mayweather vs Manny Pacquiao bout in 2015. Though the fight eventually happened, it was widely regarded as coming too late, with both fighters past their primes. The same fate could befall the Joshua Fury bout, which has seen numerous negotiations fall apart over the years. However, with both heavyweights aiming to reclaim world titles in their upcoming fights, Joshua against Daniel Dubois for the IBF title, and Fury in a rematch against Usyk for the WBO, WBA, and WBC belt, the stage will be set for a The stage could be set for a blockbuster clash. Should they both emerge victorious, Oxy fans might finally get to witness the epic contest that has been years in the making. And if Canelo's prediction is anything to go by, Joshua might just have the edge in what will be one of the most significant heavyweight bouts in modern boxing history. Alright, let's get back to football. Strasbourg signed another Chelsea prodigy. Diego Moreira has completed a permanent transfer to RC Strasbourg from Chelsea. In a statement obtained from Chelsea Football Club's website today, the Portugal under-21 international officially joined Chelsea in July 2023 from Benfica and made his first team. The statement said over the remainder of the campaign, Diego established himself as an important figure for our under-21 side and helped the side reach the Premier League 2 playoff semi-final with a match-winning hat-trick away at Arsenal. Everyone at Chelsea would like to thank Diego for his contributions throughout this time with the club and wish him well as he begins the next chapter of his career. Alright, Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag has explained why the club is buying former Ajax player. Ten Hag insisted that he did not specifically request players that he has worked with before. Mathis de Ligt and Nasser Mazraoui are the latest of the Dutchman ex-Ajax players to arrive at Old Trafford after joining from Bayern Munich this week. United have previously brought in Lisandro Martinez, Anthony, and Andre Onana since Ten Hag's appointment. First of all, it's club decision. None of them is only my decision. Always backed or even brought up through the scouting, recruitment, technical director, or sporting director. It is a decision made by more than just one person. For some, also players and personalities, it has to fit also in the finance. Alright, Chelsea are now willing to use 2 academy players as make weight in a deal to sign Manchester United star Jadon Sancho. Sancho is still not well received at Old Trafford and faces uncertain future under Erik ten Hag despite making amends with the Dutchman. It was reported that the Blues have entered the race to sign the England international. PSG were said to be interested in signing Sancho, but are now almost certainly ruling out a move for him because of Desire's dual near capture. Chelsea have entered in the race and are now willing to send 2 academy products and a fee to the Red Devils in exchange for Sancho. Chelsea are also prepared to sign the England star with an obligation to buy and cover his salary, which makes him one of the highest earners at Manchester United. The winger, who was back to his real self during the last season's loan spell at Borussia Dortmund, has been reinstated into Ten Hag's squad. Both men made up following a massive fallout last year. The player was part of Ten Hag's preseason squad. He was subbed late on in his side's 1-1 and 7-6 penalty shootout loss to Manchester City in the Community Shield. Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola has ruled Rodri will miss Sunday's Premier League clash at Chelsea. Rodri did not take part in the club's preseason, having been granted extra time off after helping Spain in Euro 2024 in Germany this summer. The 28-year-old also missed the Community Shield win over Manchester United last Saturday. They will now miss their first league fixture of this campaign. Alright, football transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has confirmed the former Chelsea and Barcelona defender Marcos Alonso will love to join Manchester United this summer. Alonso was linked with a move to Manchester United last month, with manager Erik ten Hag to sign a left back to provide cover for the injury-prone Luke Shaw. Speaking about Alonso, Romano told the media that Marcos Alonso will love to go to Manchester United. He has been offered to Manchester United in recent weeks, but there is nothing really concrete or advanced into it so far. Meanwhile, Manchester United will face Fulham in their Premier League opener tonight, which we've talked about. Alright, talking about games, apart from Manchester United Fulham, there are other games coming up tonight in La Liga. Celta Vigo and Deportivo Alaves, 6 p.m. Las Palmas and Sevilla will square up at 9 p.m. That's in La Liga. And yesterday in La Liga, the game 1, first game of the season, ended in a draw between Athletic Club and Getafe. The game that was played after it also ended in a 1-1 draw. Real Betis and Girona, both games ended 1-1. Alright, in La Liga, Celta Vigo, Deportivo Alaves, Las Palmas, Sevilla, 8:30 p.m. tonight. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, join me again tomorrow morning from 9:30 to 10:30 for Weekend Sport Hour. My name is James Oluwaduro. Enjoy the rest of the day. Don't forget, Entertainment Circuit comes up by 3 p.m. today.